Today I'm going to share how the Insta360 GO Ultra compares to the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. I bought this Pocket 3 a few years ago, mostly to film travel vlogs and casual vlogs. And I think I bought the Insta360 GO 3S a couple years back and used it mostly for my surf channel. And Insta360 recently sent me their newer version, which is this GO Ultra, to test out. And this video is sponsored by Insta360, but my goal for the video is to lay out both of the cameras, where they both shine, and hopefully by the end of the video you can make a decision on which one suits you better. So I think a lot of reason why people might go back and forth between these two cameras is because they're both kind of marketed towards shy vloggers and they're both pretty compact. I will say they are quite different, which is why I have both, but they're both very easy to add to your gear list. Simply put, the GO Ultra is great for everyday moments, the main selling point being that it's super tiny, portable, and you can get 4K hands-free POV shots. So I think it's great for vloggers, outdoorsy creators, and people that kind of want an easy-to-use camera. The Osmo Pocket 3's selling point is their gimbal, and I would say it's more for people that's concerned about the quality of the footage, maybe more towards content creators and vloggers that are more interested in filmmaking. Before going into the comparison, if you want more like camera specs and specific camera settings for each camera, then I have individual videos here, so you can check it out on my channel. Okay, so let's start the comparison. First, the size. Here is a side-by-side comparison. The GO Ultra is 53 grams and the Pocket 3 is 179 grams. Honestly, they're both pretty light, but as you can see here, the Insta360 is much smaller and lighter than the Osmo Pocket 3. And when I store it, I also use a protective case for the Pocket 3, so if you do compare the two, obviously it's bigger. Again, they're both pretty compact, so if you put it in a gear bag, it's both pretty small, but if you're putting it in a purse, then you might notice a bigger difference. In terms of price, the GO Ultra has a standard bundle that's currently $449.99, and the Osmo Pocket 3 is $799 with just the camera. The GO Ultra's standard bundle comes with the camera with the lens guard installed, one quick release safety cord, one magnetic easy clip, and one magnet pendant. The Osmo Pocket 3 comes with the camera attached to this gimbal, and it also comes with this protective case. I think the key difference is the vlogging style that you might be interested in. The GO Ultra is made for hands-free POV vlogging, perfect if you just want to snap the camera on you and just press record so you can be more in the moment. And it's still pretty stable even when you're walking. If you're more interested in getting an immersive vlog style, this is a better choice for you. The detachable camera is magnetic, so you can also mount it to a lot of random objects when you're out and about. That actually comes in pretty handy, so you can get things at your eye level instead of placing it on the ground. You can also use accessories like the pivot stand or the sticky tab for additional mounting options. They also have this ring remote that lets you start recording without touching the camera, which makes it easier for you to stay in the moment rather than fidgeting with the camera. I think this is useful if you're like riding a bike or doing something more active. So I feel like if you're trying to get more creative angles with less fuss, then this camera might be more versatile, especially because it's magnetic here. You can just like pop it off and mount it to different places more easily. Meanwhile, the Pocket 3 is a gimbal, so it's not hands-free, but you can purchase additional accessories if you want that hands-free experience. It's just a little bit more bulkier, and I would say you're most likely going to be using it as a handheld gimbal, and it's perfect if you want to get more specific angles like higher and lower with the gimbal. I bought the silicone mode on Amazon so I can stand it up and get still shots when I'm talking, or if I want a shot of myself for like solo vlogging. It's really great for casual vlogging because you can switch back and forth between the selfie mode and the front view mode very quickly as well. They do also have a few other settings like the spin feature and the dynamic framing, but I honestly don't use those too much. But I feel like it could come in handy if you're doing like a dance video or you're walking through the city and you want something a little bit more dynamic. I usually keep it on the face tracking mode and use a toggle to frame it the way I like. If you're looking for the smooth gimbal shots, I would definitely go with the Osmo Pocket 3. In terms of the lens, I think the Osmo Pocket 3 is about a 20mm lens. You have to buy extra lens attachments if you want to go wider or tighter, but they do have a zoom mode, so you can 2x if you want as well. And I think the width is perfect for solo vlogging and travel vlogging. The Insta360 offers a few different modes that you can choose from, but I believe it's much wider than the Pocket 3, providing up to 156-degree wide-angle lens. So this is more suitable if you're going for that immersive POV look of vlogging. I would definitely recommend this camera if you're getting shots while doing activities like kayaking, running, and biking. It's very immersive and and you can kind of see everything much more wider. Both cameras you can use for selfie mode, vlogging style. The Pocket 3, you just have to triple click the toggle. For the Go Ultra, just make sure the camera is facing you, and then you can just flip the screen up to view the monitor. And they can both be filmed vertical as well. So something you might be concerned about is the durability of the camera. And this is why I use the Insta360 more for my surf channel. It's waterproof up to 33 feet and it's drop resistant. So when I'm out and about and focusing more on my adventures and less on filming like surfing, hiking, water sports, I do prefer the Go Ultra. I actually dropped this a few times already and it's holding up just fine. But if you're more of an active person and filming a lot while you're moving around, or like if you're gonna mount this on kids or something, much more durable and I would recommend this camera. The Pocket 3 is a little bit more delicate and not waterproof. So obviously not suited for challenging environments, but for any normal vlogging in the city, it will do just fine. And I brought it on my travels, and as long as you're not dropping it or throwing it around, it should be fine. And I had it for about 2 years and there's just like some minor scratches around here. So I think it's holding up pretty well. In terms of footage quality, the Go Ultra has a high bitrate mode that you can set it to, but their color profile is kind of just baked in. They don't offer any log profiles, just standard and a few filters that you can play around with. This is perfect if you really have no interest in color grading and that's too complicated and you just want the footage to put it together and not worry about post-production as much. With that being said, my husband Jack will add a little bit of color to it and it looks pretty decent for a tiny camera. But if you're more interested in videography and filmmaking, you'll be excited to hear that the Pocket 3 is 10-bit and you can film in D-Log-M, which allows for much more flexibility and range in color grading. So I feel like if you're more into filmmaking and color grading and want to like create a stylized look, then the Osmo Pocket 3 will be a better choice for you. They both do have a low light mode, and I will say both cameras do best in daylight, so I tend to use these cameras when I'm filming during the day. I think the Osmo Pocket 3 performs better in low light. The Go Ultra is super tiny and the sensor is not as large, so I think it does what it can for the size. So if you're a friend sitting across from me right now and like asking between the two cameras which one should I buy, I would honestly say, again, it really depends on what type of vlogging style you like, what type of situations you envision yourself filming in, and just what your personal preference is in the experience you want while filming, if that makes sense. So again, if you're kind of new to videography but want to capture cool hands-free POV shots, maybe some fuss-free family vlogs or immersive adventure or activity-based vlogs, or just want to have a camera to play around and get cool angles with, I would recommend the Insta360 GO Ultra. Again, it's super tiny, durable, waterproof, and perfect if you want to just capture everyday moments. I would say if you are a little bit more experienced and want a tiny gimbal that is very capable, I would highly recommend the Osmo Pocket 3. The main reason why we bought it is because you can film in D-Log, and it's become one of my favorite cameras to bring with me on travels, and it's perfect for content creators, travel vloggers, and new filmmakers. And because my husband Jack is into color grading, I will usually use the Pocket 3 for our like travel vlogs and just like casual vlogs, and then I'll bring out the Insta360 for when we're like out and about grabbing more like adventure type of content, then I'll go with this. So I do keep both in my gear bag, and because they're both so tiny, I end up usually taking both on my travels with me since they both don't take up too much space. I did get a couple comments on my other Insta360 video where they said that the Osmo Pocket 3 was a little bit too like intimidating and hard for them to learn. So just because I like it doesn't mean that it's perfect for you. Like something like the Insta360 might be much more user friendly. So again, it really depends on where you are in your vlogging journey, you know, and like try to think about what you want out of the camera. Again, it depends on your preference, but here's a quick recap. The Insta360 GO Ultra is smaller, lighter, magnetic, more durable, suited for sports and activities near water, no fuss, and perfect for beginners who want to start vlogging and active vloggers. The DJI Osmo Pocket 3 includes the gimbal, better quality footage, might be a bit of a learning curve for some people, but great for aspiring filmmakers, best for vloggers and creators just interested in filmmaking and more professional production. Again, thank you Insta360 for sponsoring this video, and if you feel like the GO Ultra is the camera for you, then I do have a link in my description box. You'll get a few accessories for free. You can also use code Rena at checkout. And if you want to dive deeper into each of the cameras, I have those uploaded already, so you can check those out. If you had like a different experience owning these cameras, let people know in the comments, because I'm sure I missed some things. And again, I think it depends on your personal style and like what you take from it. I hope this was able to help you make a decision or get closer to making a decision. Again, let me know in the comments if there's any questions you have, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!